welcome back to Blue Collar Whiskey Drinkers. I'm Robbie.
And I'm Cody.
Tonight, we actually are bringing back our Versus series. We are really excited for these two. We've been wanting to get these on. We were wanting to do them separate, but we got to discussing,
yeah, man,
why not a Versus? This is these are two iconic whiskeys. They're very popular. I know once we tell you guys about them, everybody's had to have heard about them. So
we're stoked, man, right?
Yeah,
I'm like
very
super
stoked.
excited about these two. These are two really, like you said, popular whiskeys that a lot of people go to as their everyday.
Yeah, it's
so yeah, why don't you start us off?
So tonight we will be reviewing Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon Whiskey. This is what it looks like here.
Yeah,
pretty neat bottle. So I do like it. You want to tell them which one you're
and so we're also going to be doing the Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Whiskey. So this is their kind of standard bourbon from Bulleit Bourbon. So yeah, these are both really close matched whiskeys.
So real quick before we get into the details on both whiskeys, if you were going to pick just based on the bottle, which one do you like better?
You talking about the bottles?
Yeah, just the way the bottle looks. If you were standing there, you didn't know anything about these two whiskeys, which one would grab it, like draw your attention more?
Probably the Bulleit.
I agree. I have Bulleit.
I like the Bulleit look. I like the Bulleit.
It's a classic look.
Yeah, it's a classic look. I like the writing on it with the glass. Yeah, I think the Bulleit would probably win. But I mean, the Buffalo is kind of cool.
No, yeah. I honestly, I was looking at it because I was like, yeah, Bulleit. That's my pick as far as the bottle looks and everything. It wins hands down. But then I started looking at the Buffalo, and honestly, the craftsmanship that goes into this glass, I like how fat it is here, and then it just kind of goes in real narrow right at the neck, and kind of, I don't know, it's a good looking bottle.
Yeah, it flares back out.
It's not a terrible, but to me, Bulleit, you won the better looking contest right now. So
yeah.
Got that going for you going into this Versus episode. So I'm going to be talking about Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight Bourbon. So this whiskey is their just normal Mills bourbon. This was about $24.99 a bottle where I'm at. I did see it a little bit cheaper at a couple different places, but I stick with my local guy. He's good to me, so I like going in there. And so this one, like I said, $24.99. It's aged about 8 years. It is 45% alcohol, and this is out of Franklin County, Kentucky. And a little fun fact about Buffalo Trace: the reason why they call it Buffalo Trace is the distillery runs along the Kentucky River, and back in pioneer days, the buffalo used to run through the river. So they called it Buffalo Trace because the people who chased the buffalo were called tracers. And I thought that was a little fun fact. And they distill it right on that river. So it's part of the history, part of, the name, everything. It's unique name. Personally, when I think of Buffalo, I don't think of Kentucky. I think of probably Western Plains, but, I know Buffalo used to roam all through North America, so I thought that was pretty cool to read up on and why they called it that.
That's cool.
So the flavor notes on this, we got vanilla, toffee, canned fruit, cinnamon, apple, and this is where I gotta call some BS on. Cody and I were talking about this. We found like 3 or 4 different places that gave different notes.
Yeah.
Some would be similar, like the vanilla and the toffee, caramel,
basically.
But then you throw in the cinnamon and the apple, and there was a couple other flavors. I was just like,
Yeah.
And they're just different on different websites. So
dark fruit. I mean,
yeah, and this one said candied fruit, so
brown sugar. So
yeah,
on and on, different kind of from different people.
What they pick up on.
Yeah, what they pick up on.
So
it's kind of all
Cody did bring this back up beforehand when we were talking about this. When we were at High West Distillery, the guy giving us the tour, talking about the whiskeys and everything, he did tell us it's based on who's reviewing the whiskey, what they pick up on. That's what they're going to put in there. And he's like, you may pick up on something I don't even pick up on, and vice versa. So little fun fact about that: if you are reading the notes, they're not BS, but exact. they're not going to be the same for everybody. So keep that in mind. All right. I think that's it for Buffalo Trace. Oh, wait, one more thing for Buffalo Trace before I finish. Buffalo Trace Kentucky Straight whiskey is the most award-winning distillery in the world. So this is a very popular, has a lot of awards back in it. So
yeah, man, it flies off the shelves.
Oh yeah, so it's allocated in my state. We only get a certain amount. Everybody keeps it behind the counter, so it's really hard for me to get.
We get a ton of it, but
yeah. So, but hey, Buffalo Trace, they already have the lead because it's award-winning. Maybe Bulleit knocks it off, though. Let's see.
We shall see. It's gonna be. I think it'll be a tight race, but
me too.
I kind of already have my favorite, but we'll see.
I think it's gonna be a lot closer than.
It'll be close.
I was thinking beforehand. Go ahead.
All right, so a little bit of some facts about the Bulleit Bourbon Frontier whiskey. It's also 45% alcohol, 90 proof, and it's about the same price. It's a little bit higher over here in California, I think, but I see it averaging from, same with Buffalo Trace, but kind of like I got it for 28, and that was at a place I'd never been to. I just kind of got it quick today. Normally I would shop around and try to get a better price, and I've seen it like for like $24.99, kind of like what that Buffalo Trace was. But I also see Buffalo Trace a little bit higher too around here in California, like 26, 27.
Yeah.
So they're an average of what, 24 to 30 if you were to average
I would
with tax and everything.
Yeah. Which we both found them cheaper and higher. And I will say consistently here in Arkansas, Bulleit is cheaper than Buffalo Trace. So happened today, they were both $24.99. So they were the same price.
So a little bit more about Bulleit. So Bulleit was made by Tom, I think it was Tom Bulleit, and that was kind of they ended up selling back in 1997 to Seagram.
Okay, yeah.
So they actually sold out, but they still keep the like they say on the bottle, they still keep the family's high rye mash bill and filter in limestone. So that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, Seagram's bought them in 1997, and they are distilled at a Lawrenceburg, Kentucky, from what I read. They're bottled in Louisville, Kentucky. So they're bottled in Louisville, Kentucky, and then they're actually distilled in Lawrenceburg.
I actually got that mixed up on my notes. I wrote down the opposite on the two.
Yeah. I almost did the same thing, but I was reading, I was like, oh, they're bottled. And yeah. So anyways, not a big deal. That's pretty much really the facts about it. There's not a ton on them. So yeah. It's
what were the tasting notes on this one?
Tasting notes. Well, I got supposed to pick up a little bit of spice, a little bit of toffee, a little bit of oak, some maple in there, and then dry. It's got a dry finish, is what they say. So we shall see.
Alrighty. So how are we reviewing it tonight?
We're going to be reviewing these whiskeys neat, and then we're going to go into Coke with these whiskeys. And then we're going to follow up next episode. So it's going to be a 2-part versus series like our past ones. We'll do the on the rocks and do the old fashioned for our second episode. So you're gonna have to tune in for that one to find out the overall winner.
Definitely can't wait for these both in old fashions. I've had Bulleit, the most recent. I don't think I've ever done Buffalo Trace though in an old fashioned. So
I don't think so either, man. Yeah.
So
I'm super excited. These are two good whiskeys. So
two really good. All right. I really want to get to trying these. Which one are we doing first? I'll let you pick.
Let's just start off with Trace because you started off. And
Let's
then
do it.
We'll finish next week on the Bulleit, or start off with the Bulleit next week.
Yeah.
All right.
Should probably start opening these beforehand.
Oh yeah, yeah. We'll,
but this is authentic. We're opening up with you guys.
Yeah. It's been a long time. I mean, I haven't had Bulleit really, to be honest, since they raised their prices. They used to be cheaper, actually.
It was a $20 bottle.
Yeah, and they raised their prices, and I don't know. I just haven't gotten them that often, you know. So.
Man, this thing does not want to come up.
Got my note here. Did you hear the chug-a-lug of the? There you go. It's got a nice sound to it when you pour it.
Oh, it does. This is. I smelled it out of the bottle. It does smell really well.
Really good, actually. Oh yeah, did you get that?
It has a really good. It has that fruity smell. I pick up the fruit.
The fruit's right off the bat, right there.
Yeah, this is. You know what it actually smells like?
Nutmeg, actually. I could see.
Because we just tried it tonight when we had friends over. My buddy Brad came down from St. Louis, and I had him try the lab made whiskey, and it kind of has that similar smell. This one's better, obviously, but it's just has that fruity smell.
What do you think about it?
What? Oh, he didn't. He liked it at first.
Yeah,
not liked it. It was like he's like, oh, this isn't bad.
Yeah.
And then he sipped on it, and he was like,
yeah,
like, yeah, we'll review it.
They got to work on it a little bit more.
But it's pretty cool. That's going to be the whiskey of the future, which is going to be crazy. You'll still get these guys probably doing the old-fashioned way, but eventually it's going to be made in a lab.
It's so much hotter in this big glass, like when you smell it.
Oh yeah. So, alrighty. Well, hey, cheers.
Hey, cheers.
Okay. Honestly, it was better than I remembered.
Yeah. Pretty good. Pretty good. You get you definitely get that fruit up front, and then it's a
little warm going down, but not much. It's
a little warm.
It doesn't have a
no
burn
burn
or anything.
really, no.
It's a pretty. Honestly, I already know it's going to be smoother with the water droplets, but it's pretty smooth as is right now, just out of the bottle. You definitely get that fruit.
Yeah.
I think that's the thing that I pick up on the most with, honestly, a little bit of, I didn't get much of like the cinnamon or vanilla or anything.
Nah.
Maybe toffee. Maybe.
It has a long, smooth depth. The finish is long and smooth.
Okay.
I get a little oak. Yeah, a
oaky.
little bit oak, but it's not too much. But you know, it's an overall nice whiskey. Sipping. Let me pour my. You already do your water droplets?
Yeah, I just did them. I haven't drank it yet. I was just smelling on it. I almost like the smell better without the water droplets, I'll be honest. Yeah. Let me know what you think.
So it toned it down, which is good. We got to start doing it out of the actual whiskey glass tasting glasses.
Oh, wow. It's good. So I prefer the smell neat without water droplets, but I prefer the taste with the water droplets. Yeah, that's good.
I don't know. Kind of got me a little bit on that one, but
oh, did it?
a little bit. I feel like something like bumped up in spice or something. Maybe I'm just...
Yeah, because it's a little warmer, honestly. But
yeah.
I don't know. I enjoy it. Even though it's been hot out, I know fall's getting really close out here for me. It's, later September right now, so maybe I'm already in that warm mood. I want the warmer whiskeys.
Warmer. That's weird.
Yeah, normally the water calms it down, but honestly, I prefer this taste, but I prefer the smell the other way.
Yeah, I mean, didn't change the taste too much for me. It just made it warm.
Really? So I picked up on...
but it wasn't like, bad or anything. Just a little bit warmer.
I did pick up on vanilla, though. I got vanilla in there now. So I got the canned fruit, or not canned, but the candied fruit and vanilla. Well, I'll just say fruit. I would say it's a hint of vanilla, not much. Other than that, I don't pick up maybe more spice, definitely. And like you said, it is warm, so it's a good whiskey, though. Solid.
Yeah, it's a good one.
It's better than I remembered.
This is so this is we forgot to touch on it. This is a 2 point in our category system. This is a 2.3. So
it's gonna be stiff competition in this price range.
Yeah, if you're new to following us, really it just means the 2 is for the price, and then the alcohol percentage is for the the 3 categories. So
yeah,
basically, it's 20 to 30 whatever dollar bottle. You can look it up on our Instagram, but we got our category set on there and a little chart. But the only other whiskeys we've done that are in this category, I went back and looked. George Dickel, the rye, and then 1772. Was it 72? 1792? 1792.
Yeah.
Bourbon.
But we haven't released that episode
yet. We haven't released that one, guys. We do have that one. It's one of our older episodes, even like just back a little ways. We haven't released that one, but we will probably after this versus series, I'm thinking.
Well, and you actually edited it. You brought it back out of the archives and edited it up, and we've been planning on doing it. We pushed it off because 1776 just happened. We didn't want to just throw in 1792
right next to it. Yeah, it's gonna.
Yeah, so we wanted to split that up. We may kind of, honestly, since it's already done, it'd be super easy to get out to you guys. We'll probably sit on that one till, say, him and I are just both busy one weekend. We're like, hey, we'll do 1792 this next week and release it for you guys. So,
yeah, so you guys have some content.
When did we do that? I need to start writing dates on these.
We should. We did that one right after Prairie, I believe.
So
American Prairie.
I gotta say, looking back at the notes, Buffalo Trace and Bulleit have stiff competition. This was a really good whiskey.
Oh yeah, this was a 1770 or 1792 was a solid whiskey all the way around. Okay. So they're gonna have their hands full with that whiskey.
Yeah, definitely. So,
and that was more closer to $30 bottle. That was like a higher, like 20.
It was $29.99.
Yeah, 20. I see it for 27, 29. Yeah. So it's up at the top.
But I think it's top of the bracket.
Top of the bracket, exactly. Yep. So yeah, that was a solid one, dude. And it was a little bit higher proof. It was I think it was
46.85%.
Yeah. So that was a good one. That was a good one.
All right. Oh well, I guess we got to score this. Sorry, I moved on. I was getting ready for Bulleit. I was all excited.
You're first on this score, man. You gotta be like, this is a popular one, so we gotta think about it a little bit longer here.
Well, I thought about it. I tasted it. It's a really good whiskey. I want it to be higher, but I think this is a fair score for it. It is still a solid score. I gave it a 3.6. So
that low? Wow. I wasn't that low, but I was leaning towards like, yeah, I mean, I was thinking like a 3.8 or a 4, but
well, I'll be honest, like it's a good whiskey. It's weird. I liked it better just by itself, which is not weird. That's how I normally drink it. But normally the water droplets just bring it out more. And I guess I've gotten used to it being better with the water droplets. I was kind of disappointed. Even though I enjoyed the taste more on the water droplets, it was the nose that got me. I was like, let me down. But it's overall, it's a good tasting whiskey, and I'm not opposed because I went with my low end because I thought you were going to come in low, so I was like, I better do 3.6. So I'm not opposed to 3.8. So
3.8. I think 3.8 solid on this one.
Yeah,
I mean, it's not overly neat. It's not overly like, oh my god.
Well, and
there's some good flavors in there. It's not harsh, it's got a little warm, but it's, I don't know. I've had, I mean, I think it's been a while since we reviewed it, but the 1792, I think that one was a little better.
Oh yeah, no, I agree. I was just thinking back to it, and just remembering tasting that. I already know that one's better. That one's a very underrated whiskey in my book, and I can't wait. Honestly, I can't wait to get that episode out to everybody.
Just because the neat score isn't as high as maybe we thought.
Oh yeah, we have
like
a long
this
way
is
to
going
go.
To be another solid all around whiskey. Yeah. I think it's just going to get better.
I think so.
Be a good mixer and a good, all around whiskey.
Yeah, I have a feeling we'll be in the 4s on pretty much everything else after this point. I really do. I think it's going to do really well coat, old fashioned, neat on the rocks. So yeah. I really think it's kind of go up in our book. So
all right. Well, what do you think? Ready to move on to Bulleit?
Bulleit, yeah.
Go ahead and do the neat and Bulleit.
Yeah.
All right. We'll go ahead and move on. You guys ready? Ready for the Bulleit review?
Everybody, we're back. We went and rinsed our glasses, so that way we didn't cross-contaminate and everything, and make sure we're actually giving Bulleit a fair chance here. So yeah, next one we're going to be trying is Bulleit Bourbon Frontier Whiskey. So according to Cody, that is important because during his research on it, him typing in Bulleit Bourbon wasn't popping up the right one. So which is
it wouldn't give me the age on Google when I was searching it. It was coming up with some of the other different kinds of whiskeys they have.
Interesting.
Dude, this has got like a, did you get peanut butter at all? The smell, like a nutmeg, peanut butter kind of?
I definitely get nutmeg.
Yeah.
And I get that oaky.
Mm-hmm.
I get an oak smell, like a nutmeg oak.
It smells good. Shoot.
No, it is. It does. It does. It doesn't have that fruit. Ooh. Honestly, in the glass, it's better. I like that.
It's got almost a tangy, like a.
This is actually. If I was just going to smell one of these two, I'm smelling this one. This one's really good. It
smells vanilla-y, nutmeggy, a little bit of spice, a little faint. Not much, but I mean the tasting notes: oak, nutmeg, dry fruit, toffee, spice. I mean, I get the spice. I get maybe that is the toffee.
Yeah,
that's solid. I mean, that's pretty spot on.
Yeah. Well, hey, cheers.
Yeah. Cheers, bro.
Definitely spicy.
Yeah.
Compared to the Buffalo, it is spicy. Goes down warmer. Has good flavor, but the flavor is gone. Doesn't have a nice finish.
Yes, so it doesn't have the long, kind of drawn out finish with the Trace, Buffalo Trace. It's it's like gone really fast.
Yeah, it's I got a lot of flavor whenever at first. Yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah, a lot of flavor.
It doesn't stay around.
Yeah, it doesn't kind of slowly dissipate.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna take another sip, finish this little sip off. Get that spice.
I'm really hoping the water kind of calms that down, because that was actually surprising. I did not remember Bulleit having that finish. I did.
You did? Okay.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
It's not bad. It's just, I think it took me by surprise because the Buffalo Trace didn't have that much spice, and I took a decent.
Yeah, it had the Trace had more of a kind of warming.
Yeah.
Instead of a upkick spice to it. Not supportive. So adding a little water droplets here, usually about 3 dashes. Give a little swirl.
Cheers.
Yeah, man. Cheers.
All right.
What'd you get on the smell? I don't like the smell as much.
Yeah, this is just like the Trace. I like the smell. Bulleit, just by itself, no water, just like the Trace. But the taste, wow. Water droplets definitely calmed it down.
It's good. It's that word good, man. We use that word so much.
Yeah, we use it all.
It's you know, it's not a like crazy, got a lot of things going on. It does got some good things going on, like the nutmeg and the
but honestly, good
spice.
campfire whiskey.
Yeah, solid camping whiskey.
Yeah. Nice, cheap, easy to store in a cooler. Look at it. Doesn't take up much room.
Yeah, it'll slide right in. No.
I will say this.
I'm not sure, man. I don't know if I like it more with the water droplets. I mean, I don't, it's not like, excuse me. It's not like a ton different. It's, I guess, maybe a little less spicy, like you were saying.
Yeah, it's definitely calm, or calmer. I like the taste. I felt like I got a little bit better flavoring on everything I taste neat coming out. My only downside with this is it doesn't have a long, the finish is non-existent. It's so quick. Once you taste it, it's gone. It doesn't sit around.
More of a finish with the water droplets. I think it's a little
longer.
Slight. But yeah, no, I get what you're saying. The finish is a lot weaker, for sure, than the Trace.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I do like the. I just like, I guess, a longer finish. Bulleit was just gone to me. So.
Yeah. As far as review for me goes, man, it's a tough one, because on the other hand, you got the Buffalo Trace, got the better finish. I kind of like the flavors more on the Trace, or on the Bulleit Bourbon.
Yeah, I agree.
And I like the smell better.
Yeah.
Man, it's a tough one. It's a real tough one. I might almost say it's a tie. I don't know. It's a tough one for me. I think it is. I think it's a 3.8 too. I think I didn't like I like the finish, like I said, better. But then I like the taste and the smell better. So that's kind of swaying me to keep it pretty even there.
I'm with you. 3.8 is good. I think, because I was even at 3.6 with the Buffalo Trace, which I would almost, now trying this, I would definitely lean on the low end of that 3.8. You know, going back down to the 3.6.
For the Trace, yeah.
But I don't disagree with this being a 3.8. Just a slight advantage in my book would go to the Bulleit as far as everything.
I agree. I would give it a nod. I would give it the nod. Like,
yeah,
if you were to like,
but not much, because I do like the Buffalo Trace's finish.
Yeah, it's a solid, nice, long finish.
It's drawn out. So, I guess I'm just disappointed in the Bulleit on that point. So,
yeah. All right. So they're, man, Starting off close.
Oh yeah. I kind of figured this was going to be the case with these two. So
I know. When I was like, "Hey, let's do these two," I was like, "These two are going to be a good matchup." Meaning close, and I mean, these are just super popular whiskeys. I mean, for good reason. They're both solid.
Yeah, I agree. I think it's going to be neck and neck up until something. I don't know. I'm thinking on the rocks.
On the rocks gonna.
One of these is going to fall apart.
One of them's gonna break up. Yeah,
for sure. But I think both of these will be a good solid Coke and good solid old fashioned in my book. Yeah. I already know. It's been a few months since I've had a Bulleit old fashioned, but I already know their old fashions are pretty decent. Like they're not the greatest in the world, but they're out there. Like if somebody had this on their shelf, I'm gonna grab it and make an old fashioned with it. It's a pretty good one. So
yeah, I haven't had it old fashioned. So
yeah,
I'm excited for that next episode.
All right.
All right, guys. We'll be right back.